up in Sokoto. BB Niger, Summer becomes head of house for week 5. And also more stories here on the Vanguard. It took to kidnapping after armed robbers killed my father. That's according to a suspect here. I will stop open grazing in Abuja, City Minister Wike vows. Governor Mba inaugurates 8-man investigative panel on IMT. Netcore unveils report on how Nigerians read emails in 2022. And of course, let's see if we have more latest news here on the Vanguard. This is also saying this morning. Okay, we've taken that. All right, let's see from the business angle of the paper. This says fuel price rise 9.5% above official price. Already, Isheshe Festival will want better deal under Tinubu's government. That is what Araba Osho is saying. And that's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
All right, headlines out of the Punch newspaper. Police probe sexual assault of 3-year-old girl. Military police plan joint operation against Katsina terrorists. Coalition, half of what you hear are rumors. Obi assures party loyalists. That's talking politics there. 10 things to know about the new Minister of Education, Daher Maman. Meet first female Minister of Police Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim. If you're interested in that one, is in the pages of the Punch that you find it. Elsewhere, armed men rob motorists in Lagos gridlock. 5 electrocuted, 4 hospitalized in Rivers. Isheshe Festival mustn't be eradicated. Traditionalist. Abuja land, federal government may revoke land allocations, demolish 6,000 buildings. Slums is the major headline there from the Punch. Some Metro Plus stories. Police probe already took that one. Pedestrians abandon Lagos Bridge over open defecation. Woman loses 2.8 million naira to fraudsters posing as bank officials. Some other stories before we move to another paper. Ministerial appointment. Tunji Ojo resigns as federal lawmaker. Will be to attend Imo LP's governorship candidate flag off campaign. And lastly, government shouldn't take citizens suffering for granted, or your NLC boss.
All right, we move over to the cable NG, and also there are other top stories here on the cable NG. This says Brima, blue economy will boost Nigeria's revenue. No reason to be in deficit. Minister, Nigerians will see difference in education sector when our tenure ends. Ali Party, medical tourism shouldn't be seen as normal. Something must be done. All right, Better Edu, federal government determined to lift 133 million Nigerians out of poverty. Wike, I got PDP leaders' approval to accept Tinubu's ministerial appointment. A more story here on the cable NG. Nigerians will know true picture of Tinubu's policies, says new information minister. Nigeria's net forex reserves likely fell to $3.7 billion at end of 2022, says JP Morgan. Shatima departs Abuja to represent Tinubu at 15th BRIC Summit in South Africa. A more story on the cable NG. Troops rescue another Chibok school girl in Borno nearly a decade after abduction. Round pegs and round holes. Autumn congratulates Wike, whose staff on ministerial inauguration. Obasani reduces fees of students in Kaduna tertiary institutions. Unbundle EFCC, decentralized police at Bakoba, outlines reforms on new AGF. More stories here on the cable NG. Niger Delta Women Group asks Akpabio to resign over recess allowance comment. All right, we take 2 more. We must ensure that Tinubu's economic reforms are effective, Wale Edun tells Finance Ministry staff. And the last one here says, my watchword is transparency. Keyamo assumes duty as aviation minister.
All right, over to the Premium Times newspaper. FCT, Wike talks tough, vows to demolish illegal buildings in Abuja. Tinubu tasks new ministers on meeting Nigerians' expectations. Analysis, Abuja in a sorry state. What Wike must do to revamp Nigerian capital. Gunmen abduct 8 NYC members. Tinubu swears in Nigeria's new ministers. Elsewhere, PDP granted me permission to accept ministerial appointment. That's coming from Wike. Another story, subsidy removal. Soludo announces palliative measures for Anambra residents. We will prioritize health security, reverse medical tourism. That's coming from the new Minister of Health. Nigerian governor slashes tuition in state-owned tertiary institutions. I work like a bricklayer, new education minister Mammon tells ministry officials. IPOB accuses Nigerian government of using Supreme Court to subvert justice for Nnamdi Kanu. Bandits kidnapped nursing mother, 12 others in Bauchi. Anglican bishop warns Tinubu ECOWAS against military action in Niger. Some more stories now. Shesima represents Tinubu at BRICS Summit. Lalong assumes office as Labour Minister. Makes promise. Senator accuses soldiers of killing aid. And lastly, Minister assumes office, pledges stable electricity.
All right, over to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. There also all the top headlines here. Tinubu to ministers, I will hold you to standard we promised Nigerians. And this is saying President Bola Tinubu on Monday warned members of his new cabinet that he would hold them to standard, according to some of the plans they made for Nigerians. All right, we'll take our first break this morning, and shortly we'll be back.
FM 94.9.
130 successful Canadian visas and counting in 2023 alone. We are A3 Immigration, and we mean business. A3 Immigration Incorporation is a Canadian-based immigration corporation licensed to help individuals transform Canada into their home sweet home, just as we did for Shalewa.
Hi, my name is Shalewa. Thanks to A3 Immigration, Nova Scotia, Canada is my new home.
Congratulations. Me, this message, congratulations.
With Canada Regulatory Council membership number R707544, A3 Immigration has a wide variety of expertise in all areas related to Canadian immigration. Our sister company, Bigger International Consult, is also available for your work or study needs in the United Kingdom. To get started, call or chat 0913-660-1125, 0913-660-1125, or visit a3immigration.com. A3 Immigration, making Canada your new home.
This is what it sounds like when you relentlessly reach away at those snacks. Boring, dull, routine snacking.
And this is what it sounds like when snacking is loud, proud, gooey, chewy, playful, joyful, and all-round fun. Because when joyless snacking attacks, we'll be there to fight back. Snack out loud with Fanta.
Right. So guys, this is the plan. We go in at sunrise and we attack without mercy. Glow World shops won't see us coming. Taye, you are to make sure we get all the best phones, all right?
Yes, boss.
Lara, you have to make sure that we don't miss the 18GB bonus deals for 6 months.
Understood, sir.
Chigozie, your job is to draw up the payment plan. Codename, Pay Small Small. Chigozie, are you sleeping? Chigozie.
Relax. There's enough time for you to get your preferred smartphones and enjoy sweet deals at Glow World. Walk into any Glow World shop, your one-stop shop for devices and gadgets, and get 18GB bonus data when you buy your phone, which you can pay for at your convenience.
Glow Unlimited.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, one sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 naira.
Bigger 200ml hypo sachet to do more housework.
Hypo go hypo.
ẹni tó ṣàmì láì àánú ò ní yọwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀.
ìrìn àjò ẹ̀mí tún yá sórílẹ̀-èdè Jọ́dánì àti Ísírẹ́lì pẹ̀lú Prophet Dr. Israel Ọládélé Ògúndípẹ̀ Unstoppable Genesis. ọ̀pọ̀ tó ti lọ tó ti bọ̀ pẹ̀lú You Fit Fly ló ń kọrin ọpẹ́. gbogbo ẹni tó wá ń jàrọ̀kọ̀ láti lọ àǹfààní tó ti dé o. ìrìn àjò ẹ̀mí eléyìí á tún ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀. pẹ̀lú Prophet Dr. Israel Ọládélé Ògúndípẹ̀ Genesis Global àti ọ̀pọ̀ ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run mìíràn bíi Ọládìméjì Image àti Àpèké Ọlá Òṣàjì Olúwakẹ́mi Sára lájọ máa kọ́ wọ́n rìn beginning from Wednesday 1st to 8th November 2023. It is a great opportunity for you to visit the site where Jesus Christ was baptized and the place where the chariot of fire took Elijah up, among other places mentioned in the Bible. Àǹfààní eléyìí ẹ má jẹ́ kó fò yín rú o. Ẹ yá tètè máa bọ̀ ní number 1 Ademola Abiola Street off Baale Animashaun Road, Dalema Alákùkọ. For more inquiries, please call 0705 5560730 or 0802-3680-680. Another great holy pilgrimage to Israel and Jordan. Do not be left out.
Connection is very important, especially when it's strong, and you don't realize this until you are cut off. Keep your connection strong at home or on the go with INT'L Home Broadband Internet. Get any of our devices like the 7500 MiFi or the 10,000 router with instant 30 gigabytes or the 20,000 router with instant 100 gigabytes. Hurry to the nearest INT'L shop or visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
INT'L, a reason to imagine.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still on to the Break It On Papers review here on 32 FM 94.9. And of course, my name is GBOLABO, famous call.
And my name is Kenny Jerusalem. We take a look at some of the details of the headlines coming out of the papers. Let's start off with this one from the Punch. Federal government to revive Ajaokuta plant is the headline. The Minister of Steel Development, Shuaibu Audu, has stressed the need to resuscitate the Ajaokuta Steel Company. During a press briefing in Abuja on Monday, Audu affirmed his commitment to restoring the moribund steel plant. According to him, he will set up a roadmap for the development of the steel sector, aggressively pursue the completion of Ajaokuta Steel, and enact required bills to regulate the steel sector, among others. You find that story in the pages of the Punch newspaper.
All right, we also have this one. Wike drops bombshell, reveals 10 PDP governors submitted names to Tinubu for appointment. Yes, on Wike, the newly inaugurated Minister of the FCT has disclosed that not less than 10 governors of the PDP submitted names to President Bola Tinubu for appointment. The former governor of Rivers State said the 10 PDP governors responded to President Tinubu's requests to submit names for appointments, but he was the only one being called out. Wike said those calling for a suspension in the PDP are reggae dancers, while urging the public to ignore them and focus on the real deal. Right, that's about it coming from one of the news engine here in the country.
All right, the Guardian newspaper has this headline you might be interested in. Nigeria's inflation to hit 28% by year end, JP Morgan projects. Now, JP Morgan says Nigeria's headline inflation will continue to trend upwards as policy reforms feed through, and that it could reach 28% by the end of the year. The American leading investment bank states that in its market research document in the Nigerian economy titled Reform Pause Rather Than Fatigue. The report was released at the weekend. It notes that the July high inflation reading is an early evidence of the impact of the fiscal and foreign exchange reforms, which will continue to push up the headline inflation in the coming months.
All right, this one is from the Punch newspaper as well. Tinubu warns ministers against ethnic politics. And the story is saying President Bola Tinubu on Monday charged the 45 newly inaugurated ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to prioritize the interest and welfare of the entire nation and its diverse population above any regional or state-specific considerations. Speaking at the inauguration of new members of the Federal Executive Council at the State House Conference Center, the president underscored the immense responsibility the ministers now bear in shaping policies that will significantly influence the lives of hundreds of millions of Nigeria. And the quote is saying, "You are not a minister of a particular state, colony, region, or ethnic nationality. You are a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria," President Tinubu declared, setting the tone for his directive to the new ministers.
All right, this headline says, we'll prioritize health security, reverse medical tourism. Pate, the Minister of State for Health, Mr. Alausa, in his comment, said lack of basic health care to any Nigerian from now on will be considered as a violation of the human rights of that Nigeria. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, assured on Monday in Abuja that he would work towards ending medical tourism in Nigeria. He gave the assurance at his meeting with the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and the directors upon assumption of office. He noted that there was a gap in health outcomes that needed to be improved upon. You find that headline in the pages of the Premium Times.
All right, let's take a look at this one. Tribunal Kano protesters won against George's inducement, and that's quite instructive. And the story is saying protesting youth under the aegis of Kano State Civil Society Northwest Anti-Corruption Network on Monday marched to the government house in Kano State demanding justice at the venue of the Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. This was coming hours after the Kano State Police Command announced a ban on protests by political parties and their supporters following mounting tension over alleged financial inducement. Some tribunal officials, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Uswani Gumel, announced the ban at a news conference in Kano while addressing newsmen at the command headquarters on Monday. The Chairman State and House of Representatives Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Kano, Justice Laura Azinge, had raised the alarm over an alleged attempt to obstruct the course of justice with financial inducement. Quite interesting. And of course, before leaving this one, it says Justice Azinge, Justice Azinge, who did not disclose the identity of the individual trying to bribe the panel, accused some senior lawyers arguing their petitions before the court of an wholesale moves to corrupt the system.
Another headline from the Premium Times: PDP granted me permission to accept ministerial appointment. Wike, newly appointed Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says he sought the permission of some leaders of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, before accepting the ministerial offer from President Bola Tinubu. Mr. Wike, the immediate past governor of Rivers State and a member of the PDP, was sworn in as Minister of FCT on Monday, alongside other ministers in the Bola Tinubu administration. His appointment was greeted by criticism from the public because he's a member of the PDP and also because he had once said he wouldn't serve as minister after serving as governor. If you're interested in that one, you find it in the Premium Times this morning.
Okay, to the Vanguard newspaper, there also another one here, and this is talking about the BRICS Summit. Shetima departs Abuja for Johannesburg. And this is saying Vice President Kashim Shetima has departed Abuja for Johannesburg to attend the 15th BRICS Summit. The Vice President is expected to represent President Bola Tinubu at the Bloc Summit Heads of State and Government in South Convention Center, Johannesburg, South Africa. The Director Information Office of the Vice President, Ulushola Abiola, made this known in a statement on Thursday. Shetima will be joining other business and political leaders across the world at the summit scheduled from August 22 to 24. What leaders expected to attend the summit include South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and President Xi Jinping of China, Brazil's President Luiz Lula da Silva, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Other prominent personalities invited to the summit include the Secretary General of the United Nations, the Chairperson of the African Union Commission, and the President of the New Development Bank. The summit is expected to deliberate on issues of trade and investment facilitation, sustainable development, innovation, and global governance reform. It would also continue its outreach to leaders from Africa and Global South as it focuses on global geopolitics, trade, and infrastructure development. The BRICS is a bloc of emerging and developing world economies, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
All right, over to the Nation newspaper, you find this headline: "My appointment was not by mistake," says Kiamo. Some of the details on that one. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Kiamo, has said his appointment to head of the Aviation Ministry was not a mistake. He said he would continue to build on the aviation roadmap developed by the immediate past administration. Kiamo stated this while assuming office on Monday, August 21st, in Abuja. He said, and I quote, "My appointment by President Bola Tinubu was not by mistake. The president would have thought it well before appointing me on his plans for the sector." He said, "I have read the roadmap developed in 2016. I read it thoroughly, and our intention is not to disrupt things that have been done so well." You find more details on that particular one in the pages of the Nation newspaper again.
And this is from the Daily Post, and quite interesting, talking about the creation of marine and blue economy. Ministry excites stakeholders. That's creation of marine and blue economy. Ministry excites stakeholders, and that is also saying long overdue. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday swore in his 45-member cabinet. This came days after the assigned portfolios to them. However, one aspect of the ministerial cabinet that has sparked widespread excitement among economic experts and opinion leaders is the establishment of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. According to experts and stakeholders in the marine and aquatic sector of Nigeria's economy, the creation of this ministry is a rare display of the federal government's urgency to breathe life and tap into economic development opportunities at the sea. They hold the view that the new ministry, if taken seriously and given the adequate resources to function optimally, it will set the nation on the path of economic prosperity and growth. The term blue economy refers to the sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, improved livelihoods, and overall ocean health. It encompasses various sectors such as fisheries, aquaculture, renewable energy, tourism, biotechnology, and more. For decades, while Nigeria slumbered, other nations like Egypt were reaping bountifully from blue economy sector. And I'll take this. It says in 2022, Egypt's Suez Canal, which serves as a trade route between Europe and Asia, generated $8 billion in revenue from that sector. Economic analysts say the blue economy sector holds immense potential for economic development, job creation, and providing livelihood to coastal communities.
Now, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, has promised to resolve all pending labour disputes by working closely with the two labour groups, the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria. The minister also promised to address with strong determination the new minimum wage and other palliatives arising from the removal of fuel subsidy. Lalong said this when he assumed office on Monday in Abuja, along with the Minister of State for Labour and Employment in Kiruka, Onye Jocha. That particular headline reads, Lalong resumes office, pledges to resolve pending labour disputes.
All right, while we wait on to go on another paper, let's take a breather.
All right, another headline here from the Nation this morning says how we will implement Tinubu's agenda by ministers. Ministers got the presidential directive to perform and restore faith in government. President Bola Tinubu spoke for 45 ministers took the oath of office and oath of allegiance before him at the State House Conference Center, Presidential Villa, Abuja yesterday. The minister left the venue and hit the ground running by resuming at their various ministries. They also spoke on how they would actualize the renewed hope agenda. Of course, that's something on a lot of people's minds, how the ministers will go about implementing their plans as they assume office.
All right, we'll take this one. How soldiers killed my aide, and that's according to Senator Adiola. And the story is saying the lawmaker representing Ogun West, Senator Solomon Adiola, has alleged that soldiers of the Nigerian Army were responsible for the death of his aide, Adeniyi Sani. The senator made this known in a statement on Monday signed by his media aide, Kayode Odunoro. It had been reported that the lawmaker lost his aide Sani in the early hours of Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Senator Adiola had earlier stated that information available to him on the circumstances indicated that Sani was stopped at a checkpoint around the Ojodu Bega area of Lagos on his way to his home at Ishere by security agencies. The deceased was asked to provide the documents of the car he was driving, which he did through a call to his wife, who sent all the documents to his phone through a WhatsApp message. Subsequently, the wife called a while later and that late Sani told him soldiers were still checking the vehicle's documents. That was the last she heard from her husband. And the remains of Sani reading with bullets were later discovered at the Toyota bus stop area of Oshodi, close to a military barrack. And of course, the Senator Adiola, however, clarified on Monday that his aide was killed by men of Nigerian military. He said, I am of the firm belief, based on available facts at the disposal of the police, that his aide was killed by a syndicate of soldiers operating under the newly deployed commander of 9 Brigade Ikeja Cantonment of Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Nsikan Edet, through the mounting of checkpoints and robbing of loan occupants of cars.
All right, quickly before we go on a commercial break, we'll take this headline. 18 political parties to participate in Oyo local government poll. Now, 18 registered political parties have indicated interest to participate in the forthcoming local government election in Oyo State. Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission Chairman Mr. Isiaka Olagunju made this declaration on Sunday in Ibadan. The Daily Post reports that OISEC announced its readiness to conduct the local government election in April next year. We'll take some commercials. When we come back, we'll be opening the phone lines and getting your reactions to the stories of the day. Stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Connection is very important, especially when it's strong, and you don't realize this until you are cut off. Keep your connection strong at home or on the go with INT'L Home Broadband Internet. Get any of our devices like the 7500 MiFi or the 10,000 router with instant 30 gigabytes or the 20,000 router with instant 100 gigabytes. Hurry to the nearest INT'L shop or visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
INT'L, a reason to imagine.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, one sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200 ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 naira.
Bigger 200 ml hypo sachet to do more housework.
This is what it sounds like when you mindlessly munch away at your snacks. Boring, dull, routine snacking. And this is what it sounds like when snacking is loud, proud, gooey, chewy, playful, joyful, and all-round fun. Because when joyless snacking attacks, we'll be there to fight back. Snack out loud with Fanta.
Ọ̀rẹ́, ojú ti rí tó pẹ̀lú wàhálà owó bí àpèrèsọ́pọ̀ ṣe ń pariwo. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni, wọlé pẹ̀lú change ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ìyálọ́jà náà máa pariwo.
Ẹ dákun, owó yín ti yarí ilé gbà.
Àwọn ará ilé ìtajà ńlá náà máa sọ fún ẹ.
Ọ̀gá, kò sí change, ẹ fi mú súwìtì.
Nígbà tó bá tún wá rí iṣu tàbí ẹja yíyan tó ti ń pòǹgbẹ rẹ̀ tipẹ́.
Óò, mi mú àpamọ́wọ́ mi dání ṣá.
Kò yẹ kílé ayé le tó bá òun ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ṣe lo Momo láti fi sanwó fún gbogbo nǹkan. Pé *671# lórí fóònù rẹ tàbí kí o gba áàpù tuntun Momo sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ kí ìwọ náà lè gbé ìgbé ayé tó dùn pẹ̀lú wa. Momo, ó dára ju owó lọ.
32 FM, 94.9.
All right, you're welcome back. And of course, it's right about time to open the phone lines and also take your comments in our socials. 32 FM 949 Ibadan on Facebook and also on YouTube. The numbers to call in to the papers reviewed this morning is 070 55,000 949 or 080 97,000 949. And for international audience, plus 234 90 62,000 949. Do remember we're still live on Facebook and also on YouTube. 32 FM 949 Ibadan.
Okay, quickly we'll take this one. We could say it's good news from the Punch newspaper. Troops rescue another Chibok girl is the headline. Another Chibok girl, Mary Nkeki, has been rescued by troops of Operation Hading Kai Theatre Command. She was rescued on August 14 along with her repentant insurgent husband, identified as Adam, by troops of 81 Task Force Battalion at Dikwa. During operation into the terrorist enclave. The theatre commander, Operation Hading Kai, Major General Gold Chibuisi, revealed this to newsmen on Monday, August 21st. And yes, he had something to say about that one. The question here now, would you say Chibok girl or more like Chibok woman should be the headline in that particular one? For more details, you find it in the pages of the Punch this morning.
All right, still talking about fuel price, and of course, it's talking about a rise of 9.5% above official price in some states, and that's according to NBS. Some states in Nigeria are growing under arbitrary increases in the pump price of petrol beyond the official post-subsidy prices. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) report titled "Premium Motor Spirit Price Watch" for July 2023 showed that Benue State topped the price of chart at 657 naira 27 kobo per litre, overshooting the post-subsidy adjusted official price of 600 naira 35 kobo per litre for that region by 9.5%. Abia State followed with 643 naira 15 kobo. I guess we have a caller. Good morning. All right, still talking about hike in price, and of course, this appears to be arbitrary, the way the NBS has actually put it, and some critics looking at the pump price of petroleum motor spirit. Of course, Nigerian market is becoming much more capitally based, and Nigerians are deciding how much their goods go for. But as priced as what we have a premium motor spirit, there is a breakdown in case you want to read further. And this particular one in the Vanguard newspaper this morning, doing a breakdown of what PMS is across the 36 states of the Federation. And it's quite alarming that you have a lot of slope. Some are going up and some, the graph looks a little bit rough. Some going high, some going a little bit middle, and some outrageous. So all of that details is here. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. What's your name, sir?
Good morning. My name is Caleb Alabi from Malaka Shaboru.
All right.
Hello.
Go ahead, Mr. Caleb. We can hear you.
I just want to comment on the statement carried to President Bola Tinubu that charged this minister that they should not work for their region or state alone. They should work for the whole Nigeria. This is a good statement to our minister. They should serve the Nigerian or their region or their state. And then it should also advise them that they should restore the confidence, restore the confidence in public, the confidence the masses have in them. But because in the past, let's say for instance now, people don't have interest in trust in the government program again or in their activity because they usually tell lies. We all know what happened, the Baba Lai Mohammed. When he say good morning, Baba, because somebody go and look outside. On the issue of the Niger Republic, we should not go into war with the Niger Republic. If we go there, it's how to divide against itself. Have a nice day. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's have your reactions to the stories, in particular the ministers, 45 ministers who took the oath of office yesterday. They have their work cut out for them. That's, of course, in the light of the prevailing challenges the country is facing right now. What are your expectations? And, of course, what do you expect of the new ministers? Hello, good morning. Hello?
We're getting feedback from that call. Let's quickly look at Facebook and also take some comments here about case. Another on Facebook says, the recently appointed ministers need to back up their words with actions and not just give speeches and warm kitchen chairs in the nation's capital. GBOLABO must strive to give his utmost so that the citizens of your state can tangibly feel his impact on the energy sector. It shouldn't be like a previous appointee in your state.
All right. The last call that I mentioned the story about ECOWAS and the situation in Niger. I'll quickly bring details on that particular one. President Mohamed Bazoum, who has been held in residence since he was ousted by the... Okay, I'll take that particular story from the top now. Release Bazoum without preconditions, ECOWAS tells Niger junta. You find that in the pages of the Punch newspaper. The Economic Community of West African States has warned the Niger junta to release President Mohamed Bazoum, who has been held in his residence since he was ousted by the military on July 26. ECOWAS Commissioner Abdel Fattah Musa told Reuters on Monday that the bloc's position remain clear. Release Bazoum without preconditions, restore constitutional order without further delay, he said, referring to Niger's ousted president, Mohamed Bazoum. He spoke via WhatsApp in response to a query about the delay of the proposed elections. That's an update as to the situation in Niger.
All right, still on Facebook, we have this from Raji Afis.
Let's
okay, we have a call.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning.
Yeah, this is Olu from LLA. I want to react to the protest as they going on in Kano. You see, when you are in a position of trust, I think somebody should be able to control him or herself. That judge that alleged that some lawyers are trying to bribe her, why did she not report the case to the police or set the judge up, the lawyer up, instead of setting the whole state ablaze? I think that man is not supposed to be in that position. Good morning.
All right. Hello, good morning. Okay, we go over to Facebook and actually take more comments here on Facebook. We have this from Raji Afiz Abiola Raja says, good morning, Kenny and GBOLABO. About the Wike outburst, honestly, Wike need to know that he's no more a governor of River State, but he's now the minister of FCT, and this is with an exclamation mark. This is another tax with different challenges. He needs to talk less in order to achieve big. I think that's what I meant. All right, we have a call here. Hello, good morning.
I'm John Njoko. Thank you.
Good morning.
The combative governor, Nyesom Wike, that's the former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, has taken the battle to Abuja this time around, promising that if PDP building has no COC, he will pull it down. So if APC building has no COC, what will happen? He said that PDP granted him permission, but he said this was a man who boasted publicly that he will not accept any position apart from being the president. He is an inconsistent politician, neither here nor there. He will definitely hunt perceived enemies, that is for sure, and is ready to disobey several court orders as to that regard. He said 10 PDP governors applied for political appointment. Why was it that he was the only one choosing? It's economical with the truth. I'm Johnson Joko. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 5949 0809 700949. Those are the numbers. Facebook is also open to you to share your thoughts with us.
All right, I'll go back to Rajiv Afiz Abiola Raja message, and it says, what Nigerians and people of FCT is expecting from him, that's Wike, is an achievement, not talk and talk here and there. Best of luck to them, all in the tenure of office. God bless Nigeria.
Okay, another story here. I was talking about the whole Wike situation, recent comments. Former federal lawmaker Daniel Bwala has warned Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, not to create chaos in the city, saying that Abuja is not Port Harcourt. Bwala warned that Wike would be forced to sacrifice his job if he jeopardizes President Bola Tinubu's interests. For more details, you find that in the pages of the Daily Post. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, we can hear you. Go ahead.
This is John Olarewaju from Agbowo. On the issue of newly ministers, I think many of them started talking tough. Why many promises? Well, it's good. But what Nigeria is expecting from them is action. It's not about to talk alone. So somebody said that you will work like a bricklayer. So another person making like a threat to the FCT. So to me, just make sure that you make Nigeria proud and you make Nigerians to say, okay, this is a wonderful minister. At the end of 2 years or 3 years, and he is not see anything like he used to be so. It looks like you are just making mouth alone. So let us see what you can offer Nigeria. So just talk little and walk way to let them see you. It's not about talking. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you. With that call, we wrap things up on the Papers Review this morning. The Papers Review will be back your way tomorrow bright and early, 6:30 a.m. My name is Kenny Durutilu.
And I'm GBOLABO, Famous School. The Smart Kids Show is up next. Bye for now.